Okay, I saw this movie 2 days after I saw Silent House, and I was beginning to cool down with how bad Silent House was, and then I watched this, and, well, you'll have to find out. A Thousand Words. Okay, so A Thousand Words stars Eddie Murphy as some author who's writing a book, and he goes to this place to get inspiration for his book. And, well, he goes to the guy that's he's writing a book about. He talks to him about it, and then the guy's like, "Oh, you talk too much," and then he grows some tree or something, and each word he has is attached to these leaves, and every time the leaves fall off the tree, he is going to die. Like, if all the leaves fall off the tree, he's dead. Well, I thought the premise was good, it was original, but they didn't pull it off well. It's Eddie Murphy starring as a guy who is silent through half of the movie. Wow, Eddie Murphy is not a silent actor. You just took his career and threw it and like flushed it down the toilet. You also ruined Adam Sandler last year and Nicolas Cage this year, and now you've ruined Eddie Murphy with this biggest piece of crap I have seen in a very long time. Yeah, this movie was in fact probably worse than Jack and Jill, even though I hated Jack and Jill so much. Okay, I have some, like, I didn't have high expectations, but I had somewhat middle expectations because Eddie Murphy is in it, and I do like Eddie Murphy, but after I saw this, I'm just like, they've ruined Eddie Murphy too. This movie was not funny. I mean, it had one scene that made me chuckle, you know, I was just like, huh, that was kind of funny. You know, and then other scenes where it was like, oh, that's a pretty good joke, you know, but okay, they just exaggerated it. Okay, oh god, it's annoying now. You know, like when a little kid tells you a joke and then you laugh, and then they're like, oh, you laughed at me, this is the first time you've done that, and they tell you the same joke again, it's like, okay, it's not funny anymore. Then they tell you again, it's like, okay, shut up, you're annoying now. That's how they did this movie, they just wouldn't shut up. This movie was a little kid who would not stop telling the same joke. Made me mad, and I completely sympathize for people who have Alzheimer's, but when they use it as a funny, like a humor in a movie, and they use it to get cheap sympathy out of the audience where, you know, people will go, oh, that just makes me angry even more. Like, there's literally this one scene where Eddie Murphy's talking to his mom, he's arguing, he's like, I'm your son. She's like, no, you're my husband. I'm your son. No. Hi, husband. No, I'm your son, Jack. No, you're my husband, Jack. Hi, husband. It's like, is this funny to you? Okay. That's how funny it was in this movie. And like I said, I chuckled a little bit in one scene of this movie. That weird, aimless guy that was in a Hot Tub Time Machine that had no point in this movie, that was irrelevant in this. He applied one funny line that made me laugh a little bit. But the rest of this movie was just a big mess of random stuff, and the ending happened, and I didn't feel bad. Like, a bunch of people thought this movie was sad, and I didn't feel sad for the guy at all. It was not depressing. I didn't feel for any of the characters. The movie was so horrible. I didn't think things could get worse after Silent House, but Eddie Murphy just proves to you that they can, and I'm going to give this movie a POS. Okay, so, I really hope there are no other movies in 2012 that can get worse than this. Really, really hope there aren't. My question to you is, what has been your least favorite movie of 2012? Mine, so far, is A Thousand Words. I didn't think things could get worse than Ghost Rider, then I didn't think things could get worse than Silent House, and now I'm sticking to A Thousand Words. I pretty much know things can't just make me madder than I did when I watched this. Okay, so, yeah, answer my question, comment below, let me know. And if you like seeing my rages here and you want to see more, click the link in the sidebar to see more.